Well, Valentine's Day tends to focus on couples, but the holiday is a great time to find ways to boost your own mental wellness. Dr. Holly McKenna with Dara Wellness joins us now with some tips. Good morning, Dr. Holly.
Good morning.
Well, it's so good to have you here. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's.
And we were just talking about, Valentine's Day is a good way to show other people how much you love them, but it's also a good way to show some self-love.
Absolutely. The number one relationship we have is with ourselves.
Yeah.
So if you're not taking care of yourself, it's going to be hard to be present for other people. You need to realize what your values are and really be there and present for yourself. So if you're feeling low and down and having a lot of negative self-talk, that's projected to others. So today also is Ash Wednesday, and people are giving things up for Lent. And I invite us all to give up the negative self-talk and the negative feelings about ourselves and instead embrace well-being and just realizing you're superstars. You're amazing.
We are all inherently superstars. Give me an example of negative self-talk.
I have to be alone today because no one loves me. Instead, I get to choose to do what I like because today is all about me.
Yeah, and
I get to be an amazing person who can do this bubble bath because it was a rough day yesterday, or who gets to watch this streaming show that no one else likes.
Just that little shift in language can really start changing how your brain is thinking about your life.
Oh, 100%. Yes, it's a lot about changing that negative into I get to, or I receive this opportunity to, because we're kind of, our brains are programmed to remember negative things. It's a survival skill.
Sure.
But when we start programming ourselves to look at what we're grateful for and positive things in our life, we start noticing those things, and that's going to help your well-being and mental health.
I love that. We talked about giving yourself a little self-love if you're not in a relationship. Seeing that as the blessing that it is for this point in your life. But for those who are in relationships, some people get anxiety about Valentine's Day.
Oh, 100%.
What's that about?
Yeah, well, I mean, some of it is what stage you are in the relationship. Like we were talking about as married ladies, we're like, yeah, hello, thanks. My husband's working tonight at the game.
6 hours
I'm
into
like,
the day,
thanks for the flowers.
Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Right. Some of it is just you don't know. Really, upset is usually an unspoken expectation.
Okay.
So if you do have an expectation of, I need to get flowers on Valentine's Day because that's the tradition in my family growing up, you need to say that to your partner. Or if, again, Ash Wednesday, if your partner, my husband gives up alcohol every Lent, this is not the time for me to give him a beautiful bottle of red wine for Valentine's Day. I don't think he would appreciate that. So speaking about those things, realizing what your boundaries are and your values are, and then having those conversations, preferably before today, but today you can have them as well. If you're unsure about what the evening is going to bring you, maybe bringing it up now before it's too late.
Now is the time to let you know that I want nice jewelry, chocolate. No, I'm just kidding. But if you do have those expectations, you're kind of setting yourself and your partner up for failure if you don't say them.
Right, and some of it is, a lot of it is unknown, right? Like anxiety comes in also when we're not sure what is happening in front of us and we don't have control over that. So if you have an evening planned, allow yourself to be in the moment and experience the moment instead of being so focused on what the perfect scenario would be and getting stuck in that fantasy land, because we know that rarely happens, except for on Instagram. That's not reality. And so, make sure you're just there in the moment and allowing for, even if you planned a perfect evening, if it doesn't go perfectly, that might be a core memory that you guys share years from now. And so laugh it off, it's all good.
Bad situations in the moment make for great stories later.
Oh, right?
They really do.
Yes.
If you're not in a relationship today, though, maybe you're away from your loved ones, they all went back home after Mardi Gras, and you're just feeling kind of low today. What are some things you can do to pick yourself up?
Well, if you do have loved ones that you're thinking about, you guys could stream a movie or something together using Zoom. You could plan the next trip to see each other. Also, just allowing that space for gratitude. So maybe you did have family come in for Mardi Gras and it was amazing and it just was like best Mardi Gras ever.
Sure.
Sit down and write about it. Maybe write a letter or an email or a post and just showing that gratitude. Any type of relationship that we have in our lives is going to add value to our health and to our well-being. So celebrating any type of relationship that you do have, it can be your Galentine's or
Yeah.
your family, your friends, your babies. That adds longevity. That actually makes us make healthier choices in our lifestyle. So like makes us more likely to eat healthy and give up all the things for Lent. And also improves our health, improves our mental health, improves our well-being.
I love it. So love yourself so you can love everyone else. Dr. Holly McKenna, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh,
I
my
appreciate
pleasure,
it.
always.
Well, February.